Dragonfly Jones with nice hands, Afro samurai fighting solo through badlands. I'll always be a target as long as I wear the headband. Jim Kelly vibes, I'm cool breezing these movies, beating up on the villains, in my suit looking groovy. Bullies aren't the problem, look, I stare square in the eyes and tell them, man, you come straight out of a comic book.
All right, as you can see here, we're practicing the clinch. We have a single collar tie, so our left side is forward. Our left hand is cupping the back of the neck. The right hand is clamping the bottom of the forearm. So we're just pushing back and forth, alternating. One person pushes, then the partner pushes back. And then from here, we're going to swim to the inside. So we're fighting for position. We're swimming that right hand into the inside and we're bringing it forward. Now you see her right hand is around my neck. My left hand is grabbing the bottom of her forearm, and I have my right hand around her neck. We're going to continue to use our forearm. When we're pushing forward, we're using the forearm, and then we're going back and forth, making sure we are establishing a nice tight grip on the forearm and the back of the neck. Okay, so now we're practicing swimming to the inside and switching left to right with our clinch. We're making sure we're establishing the control. So we're making sure we're working on grabbing the back of the neck when we swim inside and shifting our opposite arm down to the bottom of our partner's forearm. We're also making sure that we're keeping the connection. The moment you break the connection, you no longer have control over that opponent. Okay, so the purpose of this drill is to maintain connection the whole time, to keep our faces to the outside of their shoulders so they can't throw any kind of attack. So we're shielded. We're like using their side of, we're using their blind side in their shoulders to shield us from any attacks that they may launch at us while we're inside the clinch. All right, so in this next drill, we're adding a little resistance to each other. So we're practicing dragging each other to the side that we want to go to. So here I'm going to pull on the back of her neck and lead with my right leg by dragging it clockwise to my right side. And then I'm going to do the same thing with my left by pulling on her forearm as I step back with my left leg. And she's going to do the same as well. Now she'll do the same by stepping to her right side and dragging me with her right arm. And she's going to use her forearm to push me forward. And then she's going to do the same to the left side. So her left leg is going to step back as she gets a feel for it. And then she's going to drag me with her left arm as she steps back at the same time. So now in this drill, we start to prep for the second stage of the Osoto Gari. So we're stepping forward and kicking our leg through to wrap around that front leg, because the third stage of that will be to reap that leg all the way through as we use our forearm to push and our opposite arm to drag them down to the floor, all in one motion. Okay, full Osoto Gari. So one, I'm stepping forward with my right leg. Then I'm going to kick through with my left leg, and with my left hand still wrapped around his neck, my right hand has his forearm. I'm going to use my left forearm to push on his collarbone, and I'm going to drag him down with my right hand at the same time. All right, so now we're going to put everything together. I'm going to create a bit of resistance, and all three of them have to gain the ideal position to pull off the Osoto Gari. So as long as they are getting the reaction they want out of me by getting my left leg or right leg to step forward, so they can step around and reap their leg through and get me down to the ground.
You want this grabbing my neck? Yeah, there you go. You want to be pulling. You want to be pulling. There we go.
Yeah.